Hi, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I'm gonna talk about this one thing that happens. Oh, like what? Like, oh, oh, like what thing that always happens? Oh, I don't know. You don't know. Yeah, I've been doing this for 7 years, soon to be 8 years. You know. So, what are you gonna talk about? I don't know what to talk about. You know. Well, why don't you talk about how you've been doing this for about 7 years? You know? Right, I guess I will. Or talk about how, I don't know. Yeah, you don't really put any thought into your films, do you? Yeah, I do. Yeah, and they're gonna go around clearing your throat all the time, too. You know? Yeah, I guess I do. So, you don't really go out your films, right? Well, yeah, well, most of the time it's going to be a remake of something already made, you know. You know, like something like that. Well, who really cares? Just make the film. Alright, so, you know how it's like. No, I don't know how it's like, so tell me. There I go, clearing my throat again. Gotta forgive me for that. So, you always know that when when you shift the timer back, I don't know what to talk about. I truly don't. Yeah, but then I guess at the end of the day, your haters would win then. No, I'm never gonna. They're never gonna win. My haters are never gonna win. You know. So I've been doing this for about 7 years. So yeah. So you've been doing this for about 7 years, and and some things are good and some things are bad. Yeah, that's what get me talking about. All right. So there are some folks out there who, and then this just might only be a YouTube thing. I can't speak for everyone else, but so when you're on YouTube and you talk about how you're on Team Stronghold Gild, or also known as Social Security, but those are French and Latin borrowed words. And if you tell folks you're on that, there'll be folks that will get mad at you and they'll get irked at you. Well, actually, you gotta get irked first before you get mad. And they'll be like, oh, well, fuck you, Jordan. You shouldn't have. They'd be like, fuck you, Jordan. They're like, you shouldn't have that. That's for folks who are truly handicapped, who could work, but something happened and they can't work anymore. You have no right to that. You lied to get that. You played a stunt and a lark. You're evil. You know what I mean? Is it actually a thing? Like in true life, beyond the interweb, is it actually a thing? I would have to say no. Because in true life, no one ever gets mad at you in true life for being on it. You know? Like in true life, you tell someone that you have Team Stronghold Guild, Handicap Guild, or whatever it is. And then in true life, does someone get mad at you and go, you should not be on that. You don't look handicapped to me. That's for folks who are handicapped and can't work, or folks who can work but then got handicapped. You shame me. You should be ashamed of yourself being on something and you know you know all you want them to And all you do is sit on your booty all day and do nothing. And you get gilded for it once a month. You should be ashamed of yourself. Fuck you. No, because I don't think it's a thing. In true life, if you say you're on it, then folks are like, alright, you're on it. You know, good for you. End the saga, end the tale. You know, unless you actually were one of those folks that lied to get on it, which I'm not, you know. And I guess that just goes to show that the folks who get mad at you for being on it aren't the ones at the end of the day. They don't take all that time to learn. Now, haters love to scare folks and say they don't know what they're talking about. They didn't take the time to learn the what. Well, the haters, I guess, don't know what they're talking about, because if they did, they would know that that it's hard to get on it. You know, you just can't say, "Oh, I'm handicapped. Oh, I got this mind illness. Oh, I got this, this handicap." You know, you got to go through many healers. On their side, your healer has to also you has to show truth that you got the handicap. Their healers also have to look at you to show that you got a handicap. And after so many times of being told no and going through it over and over again, then after that, then they go, it has been shown after many, many times that this handicap is going to be here. And it will stop someone from either having full time or half time work. Now the haters out there wouldn't know anything about that. They don't put in the time to learn about any of the shit that they say, that they talk about. You know, if the haters did, then they would know that there were two offshoots of Team Stronghold Gild handicap insurance. If they took the time to learn about it and how one gets on it, then they wouldn't be being creeps. Yeah, if you actually took the time to learn about it and how one gets on it, then you wouldn't be scathing me and putting me down and saying that I'm bad for being on it, would you? I still would, because as a hater, I make. I guess you're right. I need to take the time to learn about it, how one gets on it, and how it works before I start scathing someone for being on it. Yeah, I think so. But at the end of the day, do you really think the haters actually would take the time to learn about the shit that they're doing? No, because they like to pick on, they like to bully. So no, Team Stronghold Guild hate or whatever you want to call it, it's not a thing. Because the folks that give folks shit for being on the handicap one are the ones that are going to be on the withdrawal one day. So it's not a thing. So if you like that film, then follow me here at Jordan Long or watch my last film over here. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you like this film.